Welcome to Coffee with Blaine. This is Coffee. I am Blaine, and this is Coffee with Blaine. How you guys doing today? Hopefully well. Hopefully well. There's lots of hopes every time that I start this program. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that I'm not glitching out. I'm hoping there's no software or connection issues. I'm hoping that we have a great conversation, and I'm hoping that the rest of my day continues on in the amazing tone that these sessions set. Megan, good morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. Joe, good morning as well. How you guys doing? I'm in my workout clothes and my slippers. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. All right. Yeah, I actually have a lot of plans today. Because I am maybe a mouse and maybe a man. Jordan, good morning. I've been up for a minute. I like generally to wake up and have a cup of coffee before I do this. Because I noticed when I'm on my very first cup of coffee, the first 15 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes, are very sluggish. So I try to do a pre-cup. And I went to bed pretty early, actually. I went to bed at like midnight. And I ended up sleeping for 10 hours straight. Well, 9.5, I think. This is pretty ridiculous. I think the night before I slept for like 4 hours. Jordan, how you doing? Eliza, good morning. It has been a while. Working out in slippers. Yeah, I'm gonna change the shoes. I'm putting together a plan in my head as we speak. Weege, oh hey there. My bot fly friend. Kaylin, thanks for coming. Oh, that sounds absolutely disgusting, actually. Jack in the Box coffee. Let me just spring it on you. Harry, good morning. Oh, nice. That's a fun video. I remember that one. Oh, not flip flops, Eliza. Actual, slippers, like bedside slippers. Old man, comfy slippers. You did. You had to cut it way down because I ramble. I'm so ridiculous. I was trying to channel my inner David Attenborough. That's kind of a side quest of mine. If I've been playing too many video games, but if playing music for a living is my main goal, my side quest is to narrate a nature documentary. I've had words. That's not a good thing to base it on. I mean, it'd be like me going out to get punched in the face because at least I'm not getting kicked in the nuts. All right. I'll let it slide this time. Jesse, I am here, but I will just be listening. I got my awesome pendant yesterday. Yay, Jesse! Yeah, two waves of pendants have gone out. And did you get your bonus gift, Jesse? And then another wave of pendants is going out today. If you haven't ordered a pendant, I'll have to dig them up. But you've seen them online. Feel free to DM me to get in on this wave. They are pay what you want, so just shoot me a DM, and I'll get you guys' pendants out. I'm so glad you guys like them. Nikki really crushed it. I'm so stoked on her work. Jordan just finished a test for finance. Nice. Happy for a distraction, at least for a minute. Congrats, Jordan. Heck yeah. But a scat. Good morning. Happy new day. Cheers. Scott, good morning. Oh, so many people. Heck yeah. I'm glad we're all late together. Someone really needs to deliver Dutch Brothers by drone. Yeah. Somebody save poor Weege. Let's see. I'm going to have to message you later. Hit me up, Kaylin. Slide in those DMs, as the kids say, all weirdly. Is a botfly the same as a mango fly? So a botfly is a type of fly. I'm not sure what a mango fly is, but a botfly will actually lay its eggs just underneath of the skin, and the maggots will use the muscle tissue and an inner layer of skin as sustenance, and then they eventually burst out of your skin. Good stuff to think about first thing in the morning. What's a barista's favorite exercise? The French press. Good morning, Brittany, and thank you for that. You want one bad. I'm guessing, do you want a French press bad? Or what do you want? What do you want bad? Do you want a botfly? I don't think anyone wants a botfly. Jessica, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the credit plans unless they're an actual credit card system. Guitar Center has one. Sweetwater has one. I've never had an issue with those. Zounds. I've used the Zounds payment plan multiple times, especially when I was broke and I needed gear for tour, and I've never had an issue with that. And I've always got it interest free with no questions asked. So I can vouch for those three if you need gear financed. But the easiest way is to use one of your own credit cards that has 0%, or have the money up front. But that's not always going to happen. Sometimes you need tools. Tools to do jobs are things to consider financing, in my opinion. But yeah, when it comes to that, the more reputable the place is, the better, for sure. Both are edible. What is edible? Oh no. The flies? Don't Google it. Adjunct Professor Sir Blainus Dillingham III. I gotta work on my British accent. Jesse, good morning. Good morning. Tony, good morning. The pick bracelets. Oh yeah, the pendants. Yeah, if you haven't got a pendant, please DM me. I'm shipping a bunch out today. I think I got like 7 to ship out today. You guys have been crushing it. They're again, pay what you want. So you pick a price that's good for you. And we continue the social experiment of who looks out for additional people and who tries to scam the system. So far, let's dive into this a little bit. It's kind of cool. So no one has tried to quote unquote scam the system before. No one has hit me up asking for one for free. Though if they did, I would just pass it along, because so many of you guys have went above and beyond. Thank you. To where you're covering other people's. Now, if you literally were in a bad place and you had no budget, uh, it's totally understandable. It's different from scamming the system. Scamming the system would be like me, who has cash to pay, and I just decide not to and ask for 100 pendants. Um, no one has done that, but there are a couple people who had very limited budgets and who have told me, "Oh, these look beautiful, but I can't afford to pay you what I want to pay you for them." And I say, "Well, pay me what you can, because or what's fair that doesn't break your budget, and you'll get one, because other people have been covering that, which is really cool, honestly." So those couple people who felt that they weren't able to get one, were able to get one. So even if you don't have a huge budget, and you want one of those pendants, don't feel bad. You know what I mean? Don't feel, and that's a weird thing. That's the one thing about the social experiment I've been noticing, is people who legitimately have a reason, or who are having issues where they can't pay full price for an item that they want, feel bad about it. Which those are the people who shouldn't feel bad about it. But it just goes to show you the really good nature of the people, at least in this community, which is freaking cool. I dig it. So don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're whatever if you have a small budget. The goal is to get everyone one of these cool pendants, because they're awesome, and Nikki crushed it. Jen, good morning. Good morning. Weege, AMS has an average 2-star rating on their reviews, so they're awful. They take advantage of people. Yeah, I've never used them, and probably never will. I did used to thumb through their physical catalogs back in the day. I remember that. But that was 20 plus years ago. I never bought anything. Everyone about the bot flies. Mickey, good morning. Cheers to you. Samantha, cheers to you as well. Good morning. Definitely want one. DM you. Yeah, just shoot me a DM. Slide on in. I play fast and loose with that phrase. I should not. Weege, scam the system. You can be part of this social experiment. I'll give you negative $30 for one. Your Venmo's in the mail. My bank account wants to scam the system, but my heart says no. Aw, you're sweet, Jordan. See, that's what I'm saying. That's not a scam at that point. If you legit say that you have a budget, that's the whole point of this, right? Is to make sure that everyone has access to this cool piece, regardless of their income or savings or whatever. Brittany, you're so freaking humble, and one of the many reasons to be appreciated. Aw, you're sweet. I'm scared to. I will come after you, Mickey. No, don't. It's not lowballing if you're giving an honest assessment of what you can afford. I tell people this all the time, especially when it comes to my Patreon. Speaking of which, if you're not a member of my Patreon and you want to be, please join. I will be extremely happy and send you out a letter and a bunch of cool shit. But I tell people this all the time. If you are putting yourself out to support me in any way, stop. Don't ever put yourself out to support me. Support yourself first. Get yourself on track. Then you're already supporting me by showing up, by hanging out, by talking with me, by sharing my stuff. All things you can do for free, right? joining the conversation, etc., etc. You don't need to monetarily support me if you're, not in a place to do so. If you are, hell yeah, join my Patreon. But if you're not, don't feel bad. don't whatever. And if you're supporting me and your situation changes, don't feel free to make that change. If you're like, oh, should I pay the electric bill this month, or should I pay Blaine's Patreon this month? Go pay the fucking electric bill, yo. Put me on hold. I'll wait. Anyway, Elisa, can I barter with heirloom carrots? Are you in San Diego? Because I feel like it would cost you more to ship them than not ship them, than to actually just, make a regular offer. Because shipping carrots is probably not cheap. But yeah, yes. Why not? Just to say that I've gotten some. When you can tell that someone is just a genuine, good-natured person. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. You're so silly. Pay it forward. Yes, for those of you who can and want to, pay it forward. And someone else can have access to things that might help their soul, even if they can't physically afford it. Megan, I have to help Alex with his schoolwork, so I gotta run. Hope you have a wonderful day. You're awesome, Megan. We love you to death. Have a great day. That's what she said. Oh no. That's what she said. Oh no. What did I say? Congrats to my wife who just got a raise, new job title, promotion at work. Congrats, Weege. Yes. That's awesome. Now you can afford my Patreon. I'm just fucking with you. That is really, really cool. Missy is an awesome person. For those of you who have never interacted with Weege's wife, she is incredible. Probably way cooler than Weege himself. So if you support Weege's music, you're actually helping to support her and her amazing family. Weege be damned. A bunch of cool shit. I got a shirt. Yes, you did. So one thing that I tend to do is I learned once a long time ago to under promise and over deliver. Because I'm really bad at I want to give people the world, but if I tell them that, then I have this obligation ahead of me, and if something happens, but if I promise you a letter and some stickers and I throw in a shirt, boom, boom, right? Plus, I have been going through this. I have too much stuff. I've been blessed that people give me stuff. Thank you to all those who share. And a lot of it is for promotional purposes. Shirts of bands, artists, stickers of artists and brands and just random stuff. And I can't physically utilize all of it. Because that is just too much for little old me. So I am spreading it out to help spread the word about these very cool brands and bands. And I feel like that is in the spirit of why it was given in the first place. So fun stuff, passing along the goodness rather than having it sit and collect dust and not have its intended purpose. But yeah, I love sharing. I still have a few shirts left to give away. I think I still have a Chris Del Camino shirt too. I normally just throw extra things in when someone joins a Patreon or someone randomly orders merch. Share his lives in your groups. Yeah, just sharing stuff is super important. Friend headed down there next week. Aw, that's awesome. Purple carrots are my favorite. I have never heard that sentence before. Yay, Jesse. I think there's a subreddit of just brand new sentence, I think it's called. Oh, Melissa, you're on, Missy. Yes, yay. We're just talking about how awesome you are. Hard to see real people through the social media screen. You make it easy and genuine. Aw, you guys are so sweet. This is just call me Toast because you're buttering me up. We each. I know. I'm the worst. I'm sorry, bud. You're a good guy. No, Missy, don't go to Patreon. That was not the point. That was a joke. Benji, good morning. Welcome. I'm behind in these comments. I'm trying, guys. Congratulations on the piano. Oh, yes. For those of you who follow me for any period of time recently, you may have noticed that prior to this, I've had a giant ass digital grand piano taking up most of the studio room, and now it is gone. It was a silly venture of mine, and luckily I found a guy who plays for a church, very talented player, and I broke even on the deal, and he grabbed a guy and hauled it out, and it's gonna go to a church hall, so it'll get much more use because I never played it, unfortunately. I have a keyboard right down here. And now I have room so I can put up a tracking station back here where these instruments are, set it up and be away from the computer, not feel cramped when I have a singer or another person tracking music in here. I have room to practice. I have so many activities. I'm super stoked. I also cleared out these closets back here because I finally got access to them. Moving a bunch of the landlord's stuff in upstairs where he can get access to it when he comes to visit next and haul stuff back to Hawaii. Now all my cases fit in there. Everything's coming up Millhouse, basically. So I'm stoked. I went through and I cleaned. You can't see it, but I did the top row of this bookshelf because now I have access to the whole bookshelf again. I'm going to go row by row over the next few weeks and then, just start really hunkering down on keeping up now that I have access to the whole room. So I'm stoked. Thanks for bringing that up, Jesse. Oh, bless you. ZC, Mr. Keeley, good morning. How you doing? You got shows coming up? Brands and Bends is where I started listening to all the bands and solos. Love you all. Thank you, Soul Therapy Needed. Hell yeah. I buy weird food. Perfect. Purple potatoes I actually have had before. And they're good. I think technically I've had purple carrots too. I've had a rainbow assortment of vegetables. We're lucky when we travel that a lot of times we get access to people bringing us meals and food or sitting down with friends and fans to eat. And a lot of it is beautiful, organic, wonderfully prepared, and local to the region type of foods, which are amazing. I think you misheard me. I was saying I am a giant ass, Jesse. It did. I'm so happy. I'm thinking about, I'm going to go pick up an office chair today. Oh, yeah. I found one for like $15. I've been on this hard wooden dining chair since I've been down here for almost 3 years now. And it's uncomfortable and it doesn't roll around and it just sucks. But I've been doing it. But now that I have some room, I'm finally going to get a little wheeled office chair. If it's good, I'm going to go at 12:30. and hopefully it's more comfortable than this chair. This chair has served its purpose. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely a chair. It's sturdy. It's stationary. Doesn't clash with the room. But now I'm off. I'm off for a different chair. And then I want to get a little stand for this piano so it's not sitting on the desk. Maybe off to the side here. I think that's the next move. Yeah. So here. There's my piano. This is the one that I play all the time. It's hooked up to my computer. It's just a MIDI controller, but I thought having the grand piano would be a really good idea, but I never played it. I just played the one right here. And it was digital. It wasn't like an actual grand piano. I don't currently have a kazoo, I don't think. I know, it's a shame. Jesse, I'm trying to keep working, but I can't resist posting. Thank you for the bonus hat gift. You're the best. I got mail from you and Janet yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. Yay, mail. Yeah, I really like that hat. It's just the tie-dye gifts were from Jammin' on Vegas. He made some of those crazy button-downs that I wear. And he sent a whole box for like the whole band. But a few of the items, like those hats, were too small for anyone's head. I think Chris nabbed a hat. But yeah, we had a bunch of leftover lanyards and hats, one or two hats, and some random other things. I think tube top tops, which I think he made for Trish, or maybe they're masks, like the pull-up style. It could be both, I guess, depending on your size. But yeah, after the band went through all the stuff and grabbed the cool stuff that fit and whatever, I ended up with this whole box. And while I was digging stuff out, I found the box. That's my story, and I know your head is not as egally inflated as mine. So I was hoping the hat would fit you. And you're so sweet because you always support everything. So I try to give back bonuses whenever I can. And that is literally, if that hat was in my size, you wouldn't have it. Missy and I are cleaning out the basement today. Yes, get it out. Facebook Marketplace, all of that stuff. ZC has a new song coming out with Skylar Lutz. Very cool. Peruvian potatoes. Jackfruit is not recommended. Purple jackfruit? Yeah, that might be weird. Jackfruit, I dig it. I make and have had really good jackfruit sloppy joes. It's really good. Be right back. Gotta go get some pre-sale tickets that are not open. Yeah, Mickey. Yeah, I like jackfruit in place of pulled pork sometimes. It's a nice change up. Traveling more Texas run in April, a couple Cali runs, a small Hawaii acoustic run. Nice, Zach. I'm going to Hawaii too for an acoustic show. We play on Saturday, I believe, or Friday. And I fly out here on Thursday, fly back home Sunday. Currently working on our second full length. Some features, great album art, all good things. Nice, Zach. Good work. Definitely need a wheelie chair. Whee! Do. Okay, all out. Now I'll go back to listening. Awesome, Jesse. Make sure the chair out by cracking your back. Yeah, I'm going to definitely try the chair out. Make sure it's sturdy enough for my big butt. I have a whole list of errands I gotta run. I got to stuff these envelopes, as they say, to get these pendants out. I got to grab the empty jugs of water. I need to hit the water store. I'm going to hit the car wash because it's right by the water store. Need to hit the gym. I need to mail out these things, so I got to hit the post office. And then I'm going to grab the chair as well. And I feel like there's one other thing I need to do, but I'm not sure what it is. $48 and it routed almost immediately. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm sure it's there's probably a lot that goes into preparation of that stuff. One second. All right. Melodica is the piano kazoo. Yeah, true. I have a melodica. That I do have. I've got ample recorders. I don't have a recorder either. I need to up my pocket instrument game. I feel like little things like that. I have a little rain stick, just little things around like that to add studio flair. Those are important. Unique tones and stuff. I need to up that up. I eat a lot of meat, so not a fan of jackfruit, but if I'm starving, I'll go to town. Yeah, see, I kind of like it. I eat a lot of meat too. But when I was vegetarian for a decade or so, I tried a lot of different things, and I really liked some of them just on their own right. So I try not to be like, oh, it's meat or nothing. I try to just appreciate tastes and textures for what they are, regardless of whether they're, meat-based or not. Should make a pulled pork barbecue roast in your crock pot. Ah, yeah, that's actually that's actually my next crock pot recipe. It's like you're reading my mind. Baking products, yeah, that's cool. Somebody could probably use them. Find someone who's starting a bakery and hook them up. They need all the help they can get. Send this man a kazoo. Another brand new sentence. Any cool silicone molds? I don't know. Oh, you're talking to Weege. There you go, Weege. You got silicone molds? You got a buyer. Boom. Making dreams happen over here. I'm ready for Cali vibes. Me too. And yes, we do. I think I'm just going to be there on Sunday. So, I'm always going to make time to say hi, Kaylin, because you're awesome. You need a motorized throne chair like Dr. Evil. Yes. Yes, I do. Wait, yeah. There it is. Just one eyebrow. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Missy also out loud for her errands and tasks for the day, and she will still forget to do something. Yeah, I do. I'm right there with you, Missy. I need to keep constant track of what I'm doing, and then I have to be flexible to allow for the day. But yeah, like yesterday, I had to take one of the dogs to the vet to drain their ear from like a blood sac formed. And yeah, spent my whole day doing that. I had to push the live stream to today. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff just to make sure the doggy got her care. But yeah, you got to be flexible, and you can't beat yourself up over that stuff. But when there is time, gotta make it happen. And unfortunately, I can't run these errands at midnight. So I gotta do it in somewhat of a time schedule. Everything but bugs and pets. All right. Well, I mean, that's not true, Weege. A lot of people have pet pigs. Some people have pet cows. In India, especially. I've had mealworms, like freeze dried mealworms with different seasonings, kind of like little French fried chip type things. Those are pretty good. Jordan, I make soap. Love it. Ziggins 880 South and Slightly Stupid's kazoo story from the Catalyst, but it's way too long and probably not interesting anymore. I'm sure it is, and you should do a live stream and dedicate it to that, or give it to your Patreon people or your coffee people. I'm not sure which one you're using. I think coffee, right? I eat vegetarian. Cows are vegetarians. Silly ass. What's up, Christopher? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. I was just on a group thread with Jamie earlier today, getting a Hawaii trip figured out. Make sure to hit me up, Kaylin, because I'm going to be a chicken with my head cut off, as you know. Need a bald cap, too. Me? Sure. Cookie molds. There it is. Boom. Making it happen. Getting that stray cat spayed. Oh, that's what you were doing? That's probably a good thing. Pigs are also domesticated house pets. Just saying. One man's pet is another man's lunch. New sentence. Have you Copilot coffee? Yes, and it's amazing. Yeah, like the ones in tequila. Mealworms are actually the larva stage of beetles. I used to raise my own. I used to farm mealworms, believe it or not. It's pretty easy. You get a couple of Tupperwares with some holes and you layer them in like an oatmeal, and you add a vitamin supplement, and you let them go, and then once they grow to a certain size and a certain age, they'll pupate, and they'll go into these tiny little like weird cocoon shell things, and you pick them out, you put them in a separate place by themselves, and you let them hatch out, and they turn into tiny little beetles. And then the beetles will lay a bunch of eggs in the substrate. So then you move the beetles to another place where they lay a bunch of eggs. And once you notice a bunch of baby mealworms, then you take the beetles and you move them to another thing, and then you have another thing of mealworms to kind of start the process all over again. I used to feed them to my lizards back when I had more lizards than snakes. I also used to farm dubia roaches as well, a giant Tupperware for a variety of foods. But yeah, they're also pretty nutritious. I didn't like eat the ones that I farmed, but every once in a while you'll get to like a gas station or a little novelty store, and they'll have mealworms prepped. In certain countries, they'll use dried mealworms as like a crunchy topping to certain dishes, which is actually sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Live stream together for the new album? Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. Waitlist 6 months. She's a hottie. What? Sunshine Cantu is proof. I missed something in the conversation here. glad I'm entertaining you guys. The cat is a hottie. Oh, I got it. Good morning, Jennifer. Welcome. Crickets aren't that bad. I've heard good things about crickets. You can dry them out and use them as a crunchy topping as well. You know what? I have had chocolate covered crickets. It's like a crunchy, not too sweet chocolate most of the time. It's not bad. Not bad. If someone offered it to me, I wouldn't turn it down. Obviously, I've had it before, but it's not something I would go out of my way to get. The Beatles. It's been a hard day's night, Weech. Have I ever eaten one of my aged snakes? No, I haven't. When I was a kid, I have had rattlesnake meat, but ethically, I don't believe in calling of rattlesnakes. Calling means round them up and kill them, because it's cruel, and rattlesnakes are pretty easy to not get bitten by. Just avoid them. They give you a pretty good fucking warning. It's easy. They're easy to avoid, easy to relocate. But there's a whole culture around just being idiot people and rounding them all up every year and having a big festival of killing them. And I don't know. Those people can go to hell. Anyway, I wouldn't be opposed to something that you had for a long time, like a cow or a pig or a snake, technically, and then eating it. But I'm also not opposed to if you have multiple pet snakes and some of them are snake eaters, feeding a snake to another snake after it's passed, as long as it's passed naturally and not because of like parasites or something. Freezing it and then reusing the body. We're getting dark here, but yeah. I just wouldn't want to necessarily sit down and prepare it myself and then eat it. Just because I don't really have a need or a want. It's not bad, the snake meat necessarily, but just the methods of obtaining it for those purposes. It's not like they're farming them out, and giving them good lives and then, harvesting them. I don't know. It's just, yeah, the whole calling. Same thing with gators. People like hunting them for sport, basically. Decimating populations because they don't know how to not go in a pond. I don't know. Anyway. Hey, can I voice my... Yeah, of course, Weege. Oh, yeah. Farming worms is a pretty simple process. Yeah, I can walk you through it or give you some videos on it. Sunshine has a lovely pet pig. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. They are everywhere here in Reading. Rattlesnakes? That's good. They have an ecosystem niche to fill. And yeah. A lot of people confuse gopher snakes with rattlesnakes as well. And a lot of gopher snakes get killed because people don't know the damn difference. The easiest way to get bit by a fucking rattlesnake is trying to kill it. By the way, just letting you know that. Most bites come from people who are trying to interact, move, or kill the snake rather than just walking around or calling someone to catch the snake and release it elsewhere. So if you run into a rattlesnake, instead of trying to kill it, try to call someone to remove it. Try to avoid it. Don't interact with it. That's how you get bit. Yeah, it's awful, Elisa. Yeah, eating your own pet is rough. Unless you're a farmer and, that might be that might be different because that's your whole livelihood. Um, Going to Nolans. Get yourself a beignet, bro. Um that Gator Show with Craig Robinson. I have not seen it. Ticketmaster are making bank off these ticket fees. Yes, they are. They're not a $1 billion company for nothing. Bourbon Street is cool. Yeah, Bourbon Street is dope. Lauren, good morning. Good morning. Leave nature alone. There it is. Learn about it, respect it. And if you're not sure about something, leave it alone. If something scares you, avoid it. Pretty, pretty good stuff. You're not always going to be successfully able to avoid anything. In that case, the more that you know about the local wildlife and plant life in your area, at least, the better off you are. So if you like to go outdoors, you should know what some of the basic plants are. Like, oh, that's a cactus. I shouldn't touch that. Or that's poison ivy. Or that's a rattlesnake. You know what I mean? Like, just people don't have the basic knowledge of the area around them. It's kind of a bummer. I say this and I go out and you see me pick up wild snakes, but I know what they are. Don't touch anything you don't know what it is. But if I see a gopher snake, I can interact with it because I know I know what it is and I know the risks associated with that. That's the difference, right? If you know about something and you have experience with it, you can interact with it in a safe manner. Same thing with rattlesnakes. The people who go and collect things when you call them for rattlesnake removal, especially the ones that do it humanely, have training to interact with that species. Um, well, it's just a lack of education. No one's taught about the things around them, just like no one's taught about their own finances. Things that you would think that would make for things that you would think would make for good things to learn are things we're not taught about. But yeah, just the type of society we in. Our brains can only hold so much, and most people are focused on learning job skills. We have tons of bull snakes, garter snakes on my 5 acres. I leave them be. They're harmless, and the bull snakes eat the mice. Exactly, they're great. They fill that niche. Bull snakes are awesome too. They're such big bluffers. Um, I need to go. I need to go to your house and catch some snakes, bro. I think it'd be fun. Catch and release. Knowledge is power. Feed that brain. Yes, exactly. All right. Now that we've ranted for a bit, last chance to get your pendants. I'm going to be stuffing envelopes as soon as I get off the line here, and then I'm going to go to the post office. Not to say that you can't get in on the next wave, but just if you hit me up now, I'll send it out now. For anyone who wants, Patreon is right here. And I'm out. I got shit to do, guys. The Prussian education model was adopted by the U.S. and is meant to produce obedient workers who can read and follow instructions. Yeah. There we go. There it is. Happy shift needed. Tons of sparkles ahead. Yay, sparkles. On I hope everyone has an amazing, amazing day. Yes, you guys are summing it up better than I could ever do. I love you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let's do this again soon. And you're awesome. Take care, guys.